This is the Pokemon Go Radio Mirror Cup. For this week, we picked the Tempest Cup. It's not our weighted cup. We're going to be doing the Boulder Cup later in the month for that. For my team here, I picked basically everything I used from last time, except I included Togekiss, which is kind of the wild card. I also brought Magnezone, which I found was a really good flying counter and also had the advantage of not being weak to Tropius. So it was a pretty good counter there. My first matchup was against Terry Wolf, the Thunder Wolf. And looking at his team here, he also has a balanced team. I decided to start with Lapras, and he comes out with Tropius. This is like a neutral matchup, or not a bad matchup for me. It could go one way or the other based on shielding. He switches out, and he switches into a Lowland Graveler. This is also a really good match for me, and I decide, what the heck, I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a Surf, maybe try to catch him off guard or burn that shield. And of course, he's going to take the shield because this is super effective against a Lowland Graveler. He's hitting me pretty hard, but I'm going to get to another Surf fairly quickly here and hit him with that, and he'll have to block that again, or it's probably going to one-shot him. And then I'm going to switch into Tropius, which with its fast moves is going to deal a whole lot of damage to a Lowland Graveler. I'm going to go ahead and block. I probably don't need to block this, but I wanted to preserve my Tropius, and I was already up 2 shields, so I figured it wouldn't hurt. So I'm just farming a Lowland Graveler, hoping he doesn't get to his charge move, which I'm correct. Now I'm probably going to see something flying coming in here. Oh, Swampert. Okay, this is not a good matchup for Swampert. Tropius just eats Swampert alive. This ought to one-shot it, which it does. And out comes Tropius. This is a mirror match. I have 2 other Pokemon, so I'm feeling pretty good about this mirror match. It's just a formality now. I've already won, but I'm going to get to that aerial ace. He's going to get his first. So I'm just going to go ahead and burn that shield. Alright, now go ahead and hit him with my aerial ace. This ought to do it, or be really close. I'm not sure. I don't think aerial ace is a great move, but it is super effective against Tropius. Okay, yeah, it deals maybe about 40% of the damage or 30% damage there, and I'm just going to go ahead and try to finish up with this Leaf Blade, and that'll take him out. Alright, next coming up here, I'm trying to figure what Terry's going to lead with again. I decided to go with Togekiss. Not people just this is the new Pokemon for this cup, for Tempest Cup, so people really didn't have much practice, didn't know what to do with it. So I'm leading with Togekiss, and what's he bring out? He brings out Swampert. Now I've done this match. This isn't a great match for Togekiss. He has to burn both shields, but can win this match with just fast moves. Okay, so he switches into Flygon, which that was a real bad move. Unfortunately, Terry said he made a mistake switching into that, but Togekiss is a hard counter to Flygon. I probably didn't have to block that, but I figured I was sitting pretty good, and I wanted to conserve energy on Togekiss. So whatever he's going to come in now, I'm probably going to hit him with the Ancient Power. It's the Quag. This isn't a super good matchup for me. I'm not really doing a lot of damage, but the Quag's not doing a lot of damage back. So I'm just going to try to chip him down. I could probably switch in here to Tropius, but, you know, like I said, I'm up on Pokemon, so I'll just go ahead and hammer away. And he hits me with the Acid Spray. I figured he was going to be hitting me with the Stone Edge there. So good shield bait there, Terry. I'm coming in with another Ancient Power. Like I said, it's not dealing a lot of damage, but I get the other shield. And now he's getting fairly low here, and he probably was trying to get to that Stone Edge. But if I remember correctly, he comes at me with, he hits me with another Acid Spray, which is super effective, but doesn't really do a lot of damage, but it does take my defense down. This brings up Terry's last Pokemon, which is Swampert. Not a great match for Togekiss, but I'm going to try anyway. I don't get to that charge move, and that's going to be it for Togekiss. This Hydro Cannon is just going to take a big chunk out of him. And I come in with Tropius, and this is going to be the end of the match. It's He's going to get a Hydro Cannon off, and it's going to hit pretty hard, but I only need one more Razor Leaf, and that'll be the match. So well played, Terry. That flying banana dinosaur is pretty hard going. All right, next match is with Gracie. I come out with Tropius, and she comes out with Lapras. We've seen this match, except from the other side. This is not a super great match for Tropius, but also not a super great match for Lapras. So I'm going to charge up my Leaf Blade. Nope, but I'm going to switch out. I switch just in time for what I'm expecting to be Ice Beam, and I bring in Magnezone. Okay, so actually it's a Surf, so that hits real hard. So I'm going to be hitting Lapras with Magnezone here, hoping to get off a super effective Wild Charge, or no, I'm going to try to farm. I unsuccessfully farm, so I waste my shield, but whatever she comes in with next, I'm going to be hitting with a Wild Charge. All right, whatever it's going to bring it. Let's hit that Wild Charge. Maybe I don't even look to see what it is. It's a Skarmory. Oh, this is real good for Magnezone. This Wild Charge will one-shot Skarmory, so she's going to have to block. I have another one almost built up, so I'm going to hit that one too and get her other shield. Oops, I missed one. I missed two. Not good, Dan. Not good. Okay, so I almost one-shot her with that. And we both faint simultaneously, and I hold back to see what she's going to play. And it's a Abomasnow, and I know that my flying monster Togekiss is going to be a hard counter, or a somewhat hard counter to Abomasnow. Abomasnow charges extremely slow, so I'm going to beat her to Ancient Power, and that'll finish the match. Finish the game, sorry. And she blocks, but, one more charm will do it for me. All right, next match, I'm going to bring... I was debating on whether or not to lead with Skarmory. I think I end up switching over. I decide that to lead with Magnezone, bringing Togekiss and Tropius. So leading off with Magnezone, she has Altaria, which this is another really good match for Magnezone. He basically crushes anything that flies, and he's going to get to this Wild Charge pretty quick. I'm not sure if I'll beat her to it. I do beat her to it. I'm making sure to get all the little lightning bolts this time. I'm really bad at that sometimes. It's pretty bad. She blocks that. And here comes her Sky Attack, which hits Magnezone fairly hard. So I'll go ahead and block that. So I'm going to come in here and try to get another Wild Charge, which she's going to swap in with Lantern. And now this is what Tropius has been waiting for. It's a meal for the banana dinosaur. We're just going to use fast moves. It looks like she's going to hit me with Thunderbolt. Is it Thunderbolt? Yeah, Thunderbolt. I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to hit her with a Leaf Blade. No, I'm holding it off. I'm going to farm a bit here. So I got the energy, so whatever she's going to come in with, which it's going to be Altaria, so this really isn't going to deal a whole lot of damage. I'm just dealing damage at this point. Tropius has already done his job, so he's just basically dead weight. I don't want to get farmed here, so I want to try to put some pressure on. I get to that Leaf Blade, and this isn't going to do hardly anything to Altaria. I'm just trying to put some damage down, put some heat on, so I can switch into... Come on, hurry up and kill me. All right, there we go. Switch into Togekiss, which is a hard counter to Altaria. Oh, I'm thinking about it. I wasn't sure what she had for her third Pokemon, so I decided to play it a little bit safe and bring in Magnezone, because I know Wild Charge is going to hit real hard. All right, Dragon Pulse isn't doing much. I decided to shield, and this will take her out. Missed one, but doesn't matter. That'll do it. And what's her last Pokemon going to be? It's going to be Lapras. All right, so this is a good matchup for me. This Wild Charge will one-shot Lapras, assuming I manage to get all the little things, little lightning bolts, which I do. And that's a good game, Gracie. My next matchup was with Matty Matt. I lead Togekiss, and he leads with Crobat. So I actually wasn't too sure about this matchup. I didn't know. I hadn't really play tested Crobat anything or any. That was kind of his kind of something random. So I don't even. The charge move's coming pretty soon here. I have no idea what it is, what it does to Togekiss. So I'm going to block it. And what is it? It is a Sludge Bomb, which is super effective against Togekiss. Good to know. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this Ancient Power, which ought to deal a lot of damage to Crobat. I'm assuming he's going to block it, which he does, which also would deal a lot of damage. So, and I got the boost, which is just ridiculous. Anytime you get the boost, you're sitting pretty high on the hog, and you're just going to dominate. That's almost good game if you're getting the boost. So what comes in next is Lantern. Not a great match for Togekiss, but you know what? I'm boosted, so I'm just going to keep hammering away here with this. I maybe could have switched, but maybe not. So I'm going to get that other shield, and I'm just going to get another boost. Did you see that? Just as I fainted, I got another boost. Now, I've done this match, Magnezone against Lantern. This is a positive matchup for me. It's going to hurt a little bit, but this Wild Charge will one-shot. Okay, so he switches out, and this is not good for poor shiny Charizard. Wild Charge is going to one-shot Charizard. Alright, so that brings back out Lantern with a ready, I'm not sure what he has ready. I wasn't counting right. So he has a Hydro Pump. Okay, so I decided to block that. That probably would have taken me out, but I'm going to go ahead and finish off with a Wild Charge here. I missed 1, I missed 2, I missed 3, I missed 4. I really need to work on that, I know. Alright, second match. I'm leading with Lapras. The Legacy Lapras, hard to beat. He brings Crobat again, and this is a really good matchup for me. Anything that flies, you want to hit it with ice. You're probably doing good. So I'm building up that Ice Beam, getting ready. I thought about maybe baiting the Surf. I do, in fact, bait the Surf, hoping to get that shield. So you saw I overcharged it just until Ice Beam was available, and I did, in fact, get the shield. Alright, so I'm going to, okay, here comes his attack, and I'm going to probably, I'm going to block that, because if he doesn't really have a counter to Lapras, you know, I want to try to preserve my Lapras. Okay, so Sludge Bomb, a good block there. Now I'm getting ready, and he comes in with Altaria, so of course I'm going to go for Ice, assuming I'm going to get the other shield here. I make sure to get them all just in case, and he doesn't block. Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe he didn't block that one. He was telling me afterward that he thought that I had already hit the Surf before he switched. So I'll finish off Crobat with charge moves, and in comes Charizard. This is a real bad matchup for Charizard because a Surf auto one-shot Charizard. He could probably put a hurting on me with a Blast Burn, but it's fairly slow, so I'm going to come in here and I have another Surf build up, and that'll be the match. Hard to beat Lapras. He's pretty good. All right, the last match. This is the finals for the tournament here with the Fighting Gobbler. He's a really good player. He almost always beats me. The only times I ever win is when I get lucky. So I didn't have high hopes for this one. So I decided to try to do something ballsy and lead off with Tropius. Not a good idea. He brings in Skarmory, and I'm going to switch right into Togekiss. Instead of switching into the hard counter, which he'd probably hard counter back, I switched into basically the mirror match. So he's going to come in with Frostlass, and honestly, I had no idea what to do with Frostlass. Never practiced it with it, never used it, maybe have one. But one thing that the Gobbler's good at is bringing that off-meta stuff that's still really effective and works really well. Togekiss is putting a hurting in on Frostlass here with these charms. I'm not gonna block this Avalanche, save the shield, and I'm gonna come in with my. Oh, this was a tough choice because neither of these looks really good. I know that Tropius is gonna put a hurting on him, and that's what I go with. Is Tropius, hoping to feint him before he can get that charge move off. Unfortunately, I have to waste the shield. This would one-shot Tropius. All right, building up a little bit of energy. And what's he come in with? It's going to be, yep, Skarmory with the charge move already built up. The Sky Attack already built up. I just have to shield. No way around that. That's going to one-shot Tropius. So I'm just building up a little bit of energy here that I'm going to get out of this match. But he's probably got a counter for Lapras. I'm definitely behind here. I'm hurting. He's going to charge up, but he's going to hit me with that Sky Attack. Not much I could do about that. Just going to take it to the face. Actually, it's a Flash Cannon. That must be a higher DPS. The Gobbler knows his moves. And it's Swampert. I'm in trouble. I'm stuck in this match. My only hope is to try to waste as much time using charge moves to get Tropius in and maybe try to deal some damage on the way. But that Hydro Cannon is just so fast. He probably already has a Hydro Cannon built. He's just waiting to hit me with it and maybe hit me with another one. He uses his last shield, and I can't believe I'm not getting hit with Hydro Cannon. He chickens out. I think he was maybe trying to farm me a little bit, but he's going to go ahead and smack me in the face with that Hydro Cannon. And for my next Pokemon, he's going to do the same thing. Boom, in the face with Hydro Cannon. That was real close, but he still had Skarmory in the background, so I lost this one pretty handily. Yep, here comes Skarmory with the build-up charge move. I'm going to get this aerial ace, but basically at this point I'm just wasting both of our times. I'm already fainted, I've already lost, and I know it. Yep. Come on, Matty Matt, stop playing with me here, buddy. Yeah, there's that Sky Attack. Now, if I hadn't wasted that shield early, I probably could have won this match by shielding that. Alright, the second game of the match, probably the stupidest thing based on the lineup I could bring would be Charizard, so I thought, okay, I'm going to bring Charizard. Alright, I lead with Magnezone, and he comes in with Tropius. This is a real good match for me. He'll probably charge up and then duck out. I'm going to try to catch him with this Wild Charge if he doesn't count right, but he's pretty good at that, and I do actually catch him with the Wild Charge. He'll probably have to block this, otherwise it's going to put some serious damage on. He does not block. Okay, so that takes a big chunk out of Tropius. Here comes his Aerial Ace or Leaf Blade. Aerial Ace, maybe? Neither one of those is really doing a whole lot of damage to Magnezone. Alright, here comes another Wild Charge. And he'll probably just let this one faint him out. I don't see why he would shield here. Okay, so he does shield, so he must have another charge move build up. Or is working on it. Alright, now this is where things go downhill for Matty Matt. I bring in Charizard. And I'm building energy farming here. He's not going to get into any move. And I'm about ready to go with this Blast Burn. So whatever he comes out, he's down to one shield. And he's just holding there, like thinking, oh crap. So I'm going to hit this with Blast Burn. I could have tried to bait with Dragon Claw, but I was pretty sure I'd be able to get off another Blast Burn before he can hit me. And nope, he's going to hit me with an Avalanche. No, I'm still up 2 shields. Okay, so I'm sitting real good in this match. So I'm just going to go straight for another Blast Burn. And I maybe could have farmed him if I was trying to be fancy, but I smelled the victory and I just went right for it. I could have probably played better, but I was pretty sure that I had it because I'm going to build up here and it's Skarmory. Okay, so Charizard is also a hard counter to Skarmory. Even if he gets a Sky Attack off, which he won't, I could still shield it, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the Blast Burn in here. And that's going to finish off Skarmory. Now, I already know what happens in this last match, and I'm pretty butthurt about it. I mean, he beats me very handily, and I get my butt kicked, but it's just hard when I was so close to winning one for once in my life. But, I mean, he played real well. So I lead with Togekiss, and he leads with Swampert. This is a so-so match. I've practiced this match. He switches right out of it and switches into Frostlass, and I make what I think is probably a mistake here, is I switch in with Tropius. Now, Tropius wins this match, but it has to burn 2 shields. I think that was probably the mistake that cost me the game. I mean, if I hadn't made that, he probably would have outplayed me in another way. But I'm trying to build some energy up. I'm gonna have to block that too. Maybe if I had just taken that one, it probably would have been. I don't know. I was in trouble. I played poorly, and he played extremely well. So he got me fair and square in this one. So he's going to be coming in with Skarmory. I guess. Yep, Skarmory. I'm stuck with Tropius. Tropius really isn't dealing any damage to Skarmory. Skarmory is just sitting there farming all day long. Like I said, I'm going to try to put some pressure on him to try to get him to maybe chicken out and use a charge move on me, but this just isn't doing anything. He's a smart player. I'm missing a couple. It's not really going to matter anyways. I missed 3 of them. That's bad. I need to work on that. I need to play some more Wizards Unite or something like that. So I'm able to switch out, and I switch into Lapras, which isn't a bad counter, but it's not super great either. And I'm just going to be taking this Sky Attack to the face. Or Flash Cannon. I always forget. I need to look that one up, but I assume that's probably the move to use in that matchup. The Gobbler's real smart about that. So I'm going to hit him with the Surf. That's his last. Nope, he's still got 2 shields. I'm hurting. I'm definitely hurting here. So he's going to switch in with Swampert. I'm going to hit him with the Surf. And this is going to deal decent damage to Swampert, but Swampert's definitely outrunning me on energy, and he's outrunning me with the Hydro Cannon. So I'm going to try to get another Surf in here, but he's going to beat me with Hydro Cannon. Smart move there. If he got greedy and tried to farm me, I would have gotten another charge attack off. Alright, I bring in Tropius. Like I said, if I had a shield here, I would be putting a pretty good hurting in on him, but I don't, so that's going to just take him out with that Hydro Cannon. And in comes Togekiss. It's my last hope. This is going to hurt. Another Hydro Cannon right to the face. And that takes out most of my energy, but I'm going to feint him with Charms. And now, man, I'm going for the Flamethrower when I should have hit him with the Ancient Power. I'm hitting it, and that's it. He knocks me out for the game there. That was real close. Real happy with that one. You can see that the Gobbler got first, and I got second in this tournament when we look at the points. Congratulations to him. And yeah, I hope you like my video. I'm just learning to work on my audio and stuff here. So if you don't like the audio quality, well, that's what I'm trying to get better at. So anyway, that's it.